Hi, this is me Sahil. Let's understand a bit about the Atliq company. So the Atliq company is a hardware manufacturing company. They are situated in different parts of the countries. They have recently expanded their business and had opened a business in Latin America, but the business decision that they made was based on the intuitiveness and the gut feeling. And after like 1 year of running the business in Latin America, they have to face a huge financial loss, which is why from now onwards they want to do the decision based on the data driven decision, and that is why they have hired us. So they do have the data. Some of the data they have in Excel file, some of the data they have in MySQL. So what they want is they want to get the overview of their company by combining those data together. Let's see, by joining the data together, and they want to get the dashboard. They want us to build the dashboard. They want us to build the dashboard for their different department. Like they want to build the dashboard, one for the finance department, one for the marketing department, and so on. So let's jump into it. Thank you. This is the homepage of Atliq's Business Insight 360. In here we have 7 different links to the 7 different pages. We do have info page. If you want to download user manual and get to know the key information of this tool, you can visit info page. If you want to get some issue to be resolved from our technician, then you can visit support page. It helps you if you are facing difficulty to understand something from the dashboard. And then we have for the different department of the Atliq company, the different types of the view. Uh, and then after that, we do have a footer. So here in this dashboard, the value that you see, they are in dollars and they are in millions. And the sales refresh date is 12 December 2021. And the sales data loaded date is also the same. Now let's jump to the next view, which is the finance view. Hi, so we are here in the finance view. Let's dive into it. The dashboard provides multiple filters to the segment, allowing for customized views based on region, market, customer, and product categories. The year and quarter filters help in analyzing data across different time periods. The YTT and YTZ filters help in viewing year-to-date and year-to-go data. Additionally, you can compare the current data with the last year's performance or against set targets. So now after that, let's jump to the KPI indicators. So based on the mockup provided by Atliq company, we have decided to keep 3 KPI indicators as the main KPI indicators in finance view. Here you can see net sales, GM percentage, and net profit percentage. And let's talk about the visualizations that we have. So we have profit and loss statement. We have net sales performance over time. We do have top market by P&L values, and we have top products by P&L values. So we do have the dynamic targets. So one target is the same as last year. One target is the target that has been provided by the Atliq company. They have given the target for few of the P&L values like net sales, gross margin, and the net profit percentage. And I believe that is enough to have a look in finance view, and these are the key targets that you need to think about and you need to measure them. So I want to jump over this line chart. In here you can see two of the line chart, and the one is red one and one is blue one. So here, since we haven't select anything yet from this panel table, let's say we haven't selected any panel values from this panel value table. That's why the default is the net sales. So we are seeing net sale over time. And then this one, as we have selected versus last year, that means we are seeing the net sales of this year as well as the net sales of the last year over time. So you can see this one here, but as soon as I click some of the values from here, it will change. Let's go to the gross margin and click it. So now this visual is reflecting the gross margin over time, and this visual is also reflecting the gross margin based on the regions and the country. And here this visual is representing the gross margin but based on the segment, category, and the product. So let's have a look and see which region is giving us the highest gross margin and which segment or product is giving us the highest gross margin. So in here, as you can see that Asia Pacific region is giving us the highest gross margin, followed by Latin America. And let's drill down a bit further. Now from Asia Pacific region, if we just scroll down, I think India is giving us the highest gross margin. And if we go here, we are getting highest gross margin from notebook. Let's go deeper. So these are the segments basically. Oh, sorry, these are the category basically, category of the notebook. And from here, I think we are earning more gross margin from the gaming laptops. And to be more specific, we are getting um, more gross margin from this AQ Smash 1 gaming laptop, and we are getting 53 million of gross margin from there. But so let's just go here and change the target just to see this visualization. Before it was like this. Before the target was above and the gross margin this year was under. If we just have a look, the line, this line is going over the time, and this line was under the whole time. But if we just click this versus target, now you can clearly see that we have made the benchmark in most of the time period. It was not like the this target, because in this target we were not meeting the target, as you can see here. So these are the insight that you can get from this particular finance view. So this is my sales view. Here the slicer that we have used in finance view are used. And we have four different types of visualizations. We have customer performance metrics, product performance, and unit economics. So the sales view should basically need to have the net sales and gross margin as the metrics, and we have to check the net sales and gross margin in terms of customer, in terms of the market, and in terms of the different product. So that is what we have done in three of the visuals. In here you can see Amazon does have the highest net sale, and it does also have the highest gross margin, which is amazing. And after that, it's good to see that Atliq Exclusive and Atliq Store which are the stores of the Atliq company. One of them is the online store and one of them is a brick and mortar store. They are holding the second and third position in terms of net sales. And if you just hover to any of the customer, you are seeing the trend over the fiscal year. I'm saying it fiscal year because it is starting from September 21 and it is finishing in August. So that is their fiscal year. That is the fiscal year of the Atliq company. Let's jump to the scatter plot. In here, we are we are plotting the customers based on the gross margin percentage and the net sales. So the main ideal place that Atliq company wants to put their customer would be the top right corner of the scatter plot, but looks like we don't have any customer in that particular top right corner. So here you can see the slider too. So this slider is basically the target gap tolerance of GM percentage. So if we minus the GM percentage, if we minus the target with GM percentage, then the exit percentage is shown here. And if they have exceeded the GM target percentage by 13 percentage, right? Um, it will show those customer on our view, and those are the customer that we are seeing right now. These all customer had exceeded the target GM percentage by 13%. You can play with it, you can make it smaller. So now here the target tolerance gap is 8%, and you can see more of the customers. Here is just a further drill down of the net sales in terms of the segment, category, and product, like we did in the finance view. And here we have to do not chart. In here you can see that net sales is covering the half part of the do not, and from that net sales, that total net sales, the gross margin is so small from that total net sales, and the total cost is too much, which is like 63%. It is a lot actually, and it can give you the insight like why you are not getting a good gross margin, because the total cost of goods sold is very higher than the gross margin. So these are the insight that you can get from the sales view. If you want to drill down, feel free to do that. Now it's time to jump to the marketing view. Thank you. Hi, so now we are in marketing view. Here we have used the same slicer that we have used in other views. It's just that we don't have the benchmark slicer here. So we have four different types of visualization here. We have product performance, performance metrics, region, market, and customer preference, and we have unit economics. So if we see the first table, we can see that it is similar to the sales table, but the only difference here is we have included the net profit and net profit percentage. And instead of customer, here we are more focused on our product. So the reason behind including net profit and net profit percentage is that the only there are some factors, not one factor. There are some factor that blocks that GM, which is gross margin, to be the net profit, and those factors are the marketing cost and the rent, utility, those kind of things. So that's why we have included net profit here. So from this table we can see all the net profit is in minus. Even the notebook which has the highest net sales is having a net profit of minus. So what does that suggest to us? So that basically is giving us the insight that we are spending a lot of money in marketing, so our marketing cost is too high. We might have to look into it. So that is what it is suggesting. And let's jump to the another visual. It is same like the visual, like the scatter plot that we have in the sales view. The only difference here is instead of customer, we are more focused on product and the division of the product, those kind of things. And here, based on the stakeholders, based on the Atliq company's demand, we have included one more visualization that consists of the, instead of GM percentage, which is right here in the y-axis, they want to see the net profit percentage, and that is we have achieved that by using a toggle button between two different visuals. So if I click in this button, we now are seeing a different visual. There is just one change in this visual, which is we are seeing net profit percentage here. So if we come here in this one, this is the distribution based on region basically, and this is the do not charts. In here it's showing gross margin and total costs. Total costs as always is very high, and this is a waterfall chart. Here you can see gross margin is indicated by the green color. Operational expenses, which includes marketing cost and utility cost, is higher than the gross margin, and because of that we are getting the minus net profit. So you can play with this particular marketing view and get more insight. Now let's jump to the supply chain view. Thank you. So this is the supply chain view for the Atliq company. The slicers that we have used here in this particular view are the same slicers that we have been using for different other views. Here you can see three key performance indicators. I'm going to start defining this one. This is absolute error, and it look like it is not that good, since we can see there is a red value. Talking about the absolute error, it is basically the difference between the forecast quantity with the total actual sales quantity, but it has to be a more granular level. So it has to be based on the particular time frame. It could be weekly, monthly, and it has to be based on the unique particular product. Net error, it's a bit different. It goes more in general level. It doesn't go in detail granular level. So talking about the forecast accuracy, the forecast accuracy basically is the division of the absolute error by the forecast quantity, and if you like you can convert it into percentage. So I'm gonna see what we have in 2022. Let's not click this one. So the overall forecast accuracy percentage is 81%, and from there let's see the highest forecast accuracy customer. It's loading, taking a bit of time. So Atliq Store and Amazon, they do have the highest forecast accuracy um, percentage, and the net error is obviously in minus for both of them. So there is a lot that we can progress in terms of forecast accuracy. And the risk they are facing is out of stock. So some of the customer they are facing the risk of out of stock. Some of the customer they are facing the risks of excessive inventory. um, so um, what is this out of stock basically? Now basically out of stock is when let's say Atliq company they were unable to fulfill the quantity of the products the particular customers are looking for. That is the out of stock situation. And if they have a lot of stock but the customer bought less than what they have forecasted, and that particular situation is the excess inventory situation. So this one right here, let me go to 2021. So this one right here is accuracy slash net error trend. So these two lines are the forecast accuracy and forecast accuracy last year over time, and these blue bars are the net error bar. So you can see in December 20 we have the highest net error, and you can get like pretty good insights from there. And another insight that I can see is the net error is not consistent. They are fluctuating over the time. So let's jump to the last table. In here is basically is the alignment of the different product category with the supply chain measures like forecast accuracy last year, net error, net profit percentage, and the risk. So by quickly having a look in the segments, we can see that the list forecast accuracy segment is which one is it? Oh yeah, it's accessories. So if we drill it down further, we can see the category of the list forecast accuracy is keyboard. And talking about the particular keyboard, it's this one. So 53 looks like this one. So AQ Master Wireless keyboard is having the least forecast accuracy percentage. So you can get insights like this from the supply chain view, and it is very beneficial for the supply chain department. So having said that, now let's jump to the executive view. Thank you. So here we are in the executive view. So again, the same slicers. You can see the mixed KPI indicators from different views. It is because this is executive view, and as executive view basically means that the executive would be able to see the main insight from combining all different views, and they would be able to get a quick overview of their business by just looking at the executive view. And that is why we have designed this executive view. So you can see in this table we do have this measure, and then gross margin percentage, net error risk, they all are coming from other view, and it's all right. So that's why I'm not trying to explain it further. I'm gonna talk a bit about this Atliq market share and the revenue contribution percentage. So here you can see Atliq market share. So why we are just going to see just the market share of the Atliq, not the market share of other customer. It is because we are building this for the Atliq company, and they want to see how is their stores doing. Although it's a manufacturing company, but let me remind you, they do have their own retail store and brick and mortar store. So this Atliq company, this Atliq store is covering 5.9% of the market share. And let's further split it into the subzone. You can see that we have different zone where Atliq market share is located, and they have like in North America it's like 4.9%, and in India it's like 13.3%, and so on. So looks like India, it does have the highest market share, or let's say Atliq company does have the highest market share in India. And talking about the lowest, it does have lowest market share in Latin America. So why is that? It is because they have expanded their business in Latin America currently, and they had to suffer a huge financial loss. That's why the market share in Latin America is still not good, and the average of the market share from different zone would be same as this total. Let's talk about the revenue contribution now. So looks like North America does have the highest amount of revenue contribution, followed by India. So this revenue contribution is also the contribution of the revenue from different zone for the Atliq company. So here we have some donut charts. One is revenue by channel and another one is revenue by decision. And here we have a line chart with the data bar as well. So this is basically a yearly trend by revenue, GM percentage and net profit percentage of PC market share of Atliq company. So this one is also associated with the Atliq store because they wanna get insight what's going in the particular store. And let's talk about this ribbon chart. Here, by looking at this ribbon chart, you can clearly see that um, Dell company is dominating the market, and the second one is Innovo. This green color here is the Atliq store, and looks like it is a new player in the market, and I think it was established in 2020, and it is gradually increasing, but also it is in the lowest position in terms of market share. So here the executive can get the quick insight of top 5 customer by revenue, and they can also get the quick insight of top 5 products by revenue too. So these are our 5 customers, which nearly cover kind of half percent of the total revenue contribution. So if we just focus on this particular 5 customers and this particular 5 customer, then we can make our business very strong. So these are the insight that the executive can get from this particular dashboard. But if they want to go for the detailed insight based on different department, they have to go for the other different view. And here I have used this conditional formatting. So this GM percentage, in this GM percentage I have used the conditional formatting, which is if the GM percentage is higher than the GM percentage target, then we will not show any error, otherwise we will show the error. That's why we can see the down arrow here in the two of the customer, which is a concerning factor. Actually, we can drill down further and see what is going on. So that is it from here. Thank you.